everyone, and welcome back to English Stories for Beginners. I'm so happy to see you here today. Do you want to speak English more naturally when you travel? On this channel, stories become your teacher, and we practice with the shadowing technique. Listen carefully, then repeat after me, just like my shadow. Copy my voice, my speed, and my feeling. This trains your brain to think in English rather than translating. Today's story is called I Went to Washington. It follows a first-time trip to Washington, D.C., the flight, the metro, the museums, and a quiet moment at the Lincoln Memorial. Relax, listen closely, and repeat each line with me. Are you ready? Let's begin. The decision.
My name is Nina. I live in a small town by the river. I love history, museums, and long walks. One Sunday afternoon, I bought a ticket online. I whispered to myself, I'm going to Washington, D.C. I checked the weather for the weekend. I plan to pack a light backpack and wear comfortable shoes. I smile at my suitcase and my heart feels ready.
Airport morning.
I arrive at the airport before sunrise. The terminal lights glow softly. I check in at the counter with a quiet window seat, please. The agent smiles and says, "Have a nice flight." I print my boarding pass and hold it carefully. At security, I place my laptop in the tray. Shoes off, jacket off, deep breath. I pass through and the day truly begins.
Boarding time.
The screen shows on time in calm blue letters. I buy a bottle of water and find my gate. I text my mother, DC, here I come. Families gather and solo travelers scroll their phones. We line up by groups, boarding like a quiet wave. I scan my pass, hear the beep, and step inside. The cabin smells like fresh coffee and new plans. I find my seat and look out at the waking runway.
Clouds and courage.
The plane lifts and the city becomes a map. Clouds drift like slow ships in a white sea. I open my notebook and write a simple plan. Monuments, museums, the National Mall. I circle Lincoln at sunset with a small star. I close my eyes and imagine the marble steps. I picture the long pool of water like a mirror. I feel brave, curious, and very alive.
Hello, DCA.
We land at Reagan National beside the river. Sunlight shines on water and glass. I follow the signs for baggage claim and metro. My backpack feels light, and my steps feel strong. I spot the red circle with a white M. I take a deep breath and walk toward the metro. The station is clean, bright, and clear. I stand at the machine and start my first ride in DC.
First Metro card.
The screen says, Smart Trip. I tap new card. I add $10. The machine hums and a card slides out. I hold it like a small promise to explore. I check the map carefully, blue line or yellow line. I trace the stops with my finger like a path. I find the Smithsonian and the stations around the mall. I step back, tap in, and wait at the platform.
Ask, confirm. Go.
Two trains arrive with different colors. I watch the sign for the next arrival. A staff member stands by a pillar with a kind face. I ask, "Excuse me, does this train go to the Smithsonian?" He says, "Yes, Blue Line exit at Federal Triangle." I repeat to confirm, Blue Line, Federal Triangle, right? He nods with a small smile. That's right. I thank him, and the doors open like a new chapter.
The National Mall.
I exit the station and step into warm air. Trees line the paths like gentle guards. The Washington Monument rises like a clear white arrow. I stand still, and the world gets quiet. I lift my phone and take a careful photo. Tourists laugh, and children run in small circles. I walk slowly toward the open grass. I breathe in the wide, patient space.
The first museum.
I see the Smithsonian Castle in soft red stone. I step inside and feel the cool air. At the information desk, I ask for advice. Which museum is best for 2 hours? The guide smiles. American history is closed. Turn left. I trace the route on a small paper map. I say thank you and head into the sun again. The path feels friendly and the time feels kind.
Small steps, big stories.
I enter the Museum of American History. The doors open to flags, music, and motion. I see a lunch counter from 1960, simple and brave. I imagine the students who sat there with steady hearts. I read small plaques and learned slowly. People whisper, point, and share the space with care. I stand in front of a glass case and take notes. History feels close enough to touch.
A quick lunch.
Hunger arrives like a polite knock. I find a cafe with soup and sandwiches. Tomato soup and water, please, I say quietly. I sit by the window and watch the flow of visitors. Backpacks, strollers, maps, and careful plans. I circle my next stop, natural history. I check the time and adjust my path. I throw away the napkin and head out again.
Dinosaurs and Diamonds.
A T-Rex greets me with ancient bones. Kids point and count the teeth with wonder. I follow the arrows to gemstones and light. The Hope Diamond rests like a blue star. I stand still and breathe in the glow. I imagine the journey from Earth to the museum. I whisper, beautiful, and take one photo. I leave slowly to keep the feeling a little longer.
The Long Walk.
The afternoon sun warms the open field. I cross the grass and feel the day on my skin. Kites dance and tilt against the gentle wind. A family shares snacks under a shady tree. The Capitol looks calm at the far end. I sit on a bench and drink water. I stretch my legs and check the map again. I circle Lincoln and mark sunset.
Monuments at dusk.
Shadows stretch across the mall like long fingers. I head west toward the World War II Memorial. Fountains sparkle in the gold of late afternoon. I read a name and whisper, thank you. People take quiet photos with careful hands. The air turns cooler and the light turns soft. I keep walking toward the reflecting pool. The sky changes from blue to silver pink.
Lincoln at sunset.
I climb the steps one by one in silence. Voices drop low inside the great hall. I look up at Lincoln, still and strong. I sit on the steps and face the water. The Washington Monument mirrors the sky. The pool holds the colors of the evening. I write one line in my notebook, "Be steady." I hold that line like a small lighthouse.
A helpful stranger.
A tourist waves and asks for a photo. "Could you take our picture, please?" "Of course," I say, and frame the view. The light touches their faces kindly. 3, 2, 1. I count with a smile. We laugh together and trade phones back. They thank me and wish me a good trip. I feel less alone among many strangers.
Night lights.
The sun slips behind the trees. Monuments shine in white and gold. The mall hums softly with footsteps and whispers. I look back at the Lincoln Memorial one more time. I close my notebook and hold it close. Tomorrow will be air and space and one more museum. I drew a small rocket next to the plan. I take a slow breath and begin the walk back.
Hotel check-in.
I ride the metro with tired feet and a happy mind. 1 stop, 2 stops, the doors open with a chime. I exit near my hotel and follow the small blue arrow. "Reservation for Nina, please," I say at the desk. "ID and card." The clerk asks gently. I hand them over and sign my name. "Welcome to Washington," she says with a warm nod. I thank her and take the key like a quiet victory.
A call home.
I open the curtains and see a pattern of city lights. I call my mother before it gets too late. "I'm safe." "It's beautiful," I tell her softly. She says, "Send photos when you can." I laugh and promise to send far too many. We say goodnight like a small ritual. I place the phone on the table and exhale. The room feels gentle, quiet, and kind.
Lessons from a day.
I wash my face and set my alarm. I write 3 lines before I sleep. Ask, confirm, repeat. Drink water, rest feet. Watch the sky at Lincoln whenever you can. I turn off the light and close my eyes. I fall asleep with a calm smile. DC already feels like a good friend.
Great job. You listened, repeated, and shadowed with me today. Every sentence you spoke made your English stronger. "I went to Washington" reminds us that travel is more than places. It is curiosity, kindness, and quiet moments that stay in your heart. Simple English can guide you on trains, inside museums, and up the steps to a sunset view. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to English Stories for Beginners for more shadowing practice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Remember, 1 page, 1 story, 1 step, your English will grow. Thank you for learning with me today. See you in the next video.